Welcome to Mike's Heart After Hours. I'm Joe.
I'm Don.
And we have Carl back.
Yeah.
We've been on a little bit of a hiatus.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I had some shit going on last week, so
Yeah.
stupid cars.
Yeah, you were a little busy.
Yeah.
You were a little busy, and I'm still not sure if I'm ready to sit here and try to do this by myself. I mean, I get how the equipment works. I can figure that part out, but having dead air just drives me nuts, and I'd run out of shit to talk about. And if it's just me and Carl, we'd have to start it like as soon as he gets here.
Right.
I wish I would have had it running last night when he showed up.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Comes in the back door, he's like, I'll never do that again. You gotta tell it, Carl.
What won't you do again?
Well, my car's done. Something went in the engine, so I got to find a different car. So my son and I, little Carl, we're sharing his Jeep. Well, he has it during the day because he's got work and in school, and so he was supposed to pick me up. My daughter Carly came out and got me on Monday. We went to the bank in Swanton, then we went back to her house, and the plan was Carl's going to pick me up on his way home. I'm like, all right, that'll work. And then he texts me, well, Dad, I'm supposed to go with my girlfriend. I forgot all about it. And I'm like, well, how am I going to get home? Well, I found a way home. But anyway, so the next day, I got up with him real early in the morning, and I said, hey, I'm driving you to class today, and I'm taking a Jeep all day, so I can get all my running around and stuff done. Well, it's a 45-minute drive there, 45 minutes back, and on the way back, I got out of the driver's seat to let him drive. He's like, no, you're better at this traffic stop. You're a better driver. Oh, man. By the time I got home, I could have killed somebody. He's just enjoying the ride the whole time. That little sucker, man. I will never do that again. I will. If I don't have a car before long here, I'll walk to the store. That little fucker. Excuse my language, but man, he knew exactly what he was doing.
It wasn't even.
Stealing
It was.
napkins.
It was the. He went to pick him up. That was where the genius of the plan came in. Because, well, Carl drops him off, and when he leaves, that's when the snow hit. That's when the blinding snow hit.
Yeah, it took me a while to get home. Because it's 45 minutes away if the weather is nice.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to even get home.
The beauty of the story comes when he goes to pick him up, dude.
He talked me right into it. Like, I'm all right, yeah, I'll drive, sure. Oh man, traffic, and the roads were still crappy because it had snowed, and oh yeah, it was not a good experience, not at all. And little Carl sitting in the passenger seat, he was just loving it, playing on his phone, and oh my God, Jesus. So never again, never ever again am I doing that. Nope.
Hey, pig fucker. What's going on?
Big fucker. Dome. That is some genius shit, though. You got to give him credit, man.
No, he got me.
He had that thought out.
Oh yeah, he got me. He got me good. Oh man, yeah, I was fit to be tied by the time I got home. I was just, I'm mad at other vehicles. The traffic was horrible.
You were wowed for sound when you came over here last night.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then what does he say last night? You drive me to work again tomorrow? Hell no.
A little salt in the wound there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm like, I know you're 19 now. I'll still kick your ass. I gotta do it fast because I get out of breath easy, but
Right.
Well. What do you know? Live and learn. Does anybody else get kind of depressed when it gets close to Christmas?
I hate
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, no.
I used to really like it, even when my kids were small.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
not.
know. I felt off all day today. I don't know what it is.
I'm not a fan. But I didn't celebrate it growing up, so it's. Yeah, I've been an adult for a long time, but it still feels weird because I didn't grow up doing it.
Yeah.
You know, accepting gifts and buying gifts. So I buy people stuff all year long. I don't wait for an occasion, a birthday, a holiday. You know, I buy stuff for people all year long.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's awkward, but it's also. I hate Christmas carols. I hate Christmas commercials even more than I hate Christmas carols.
I'm not big on Christmas commercials.
They-
I like Christmas music though. I had it on in the car the other day.
I can't
Carl got
stand
in after me and he goes, "Really, Dad?" He texted me, "Really, Dad? Christmas music?"
it. I can't stand it. It's too commercialized.
I don't know.
I don't. I just don't see the big attraction to it.
When I was a kid, my mom would play records. The old record, you know, you open up the lid and there's your record player and your 8-track or whatever. Or, this time of year, Mom would put a Christmas album on of Bing Crosby or whatever. So I just grew up. It was always in the background this time of year. So I don't know. It's kind of normal. I'm just used to
I think that's what made me hate it.
it.
Yeah. I saw a funny meme the other day that said, it said Taylor Swift's coming out with a Christmas album. Don't buy it. It's Taylor Swift singing Christmas music. I don't even think it's true, but it was fucking funny. Yeah, I don't know. Growing up without it and then like just being told to accept it, it's weird. And it's annoying because I just don't like Christmas music at all.
It's weird for me to think that you didn't grow up with Christmas. Like I didn't. Everybody I knew, we celebrated Christmas. I don't know.
We had family that did, and they send presents, but we weren't allowed to open them until after, and they generally got thrown away. Like, I want to say my paternal grandparents sent us some cat guns, gun belts and cat guns one year.
Yeah.
I want to say we got to open them up a couple weeks later, and then they got thrown away. And I don't remember if it was because they were guns, or if it's because my brother and I did something dumb. It's probably
It's
because
probably
something dumb.
Yeah, I'll put a bet on that.
If I remember right, and I was really young, if I remember right, it was the caps in the red reel.
In the round, yeah, they're round, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were pointing them at each other. I don't remember. But I remember that we got cap guns, and we didn't have cap guns for very long.
Yeah, me and my neighbors figured out as kids growing up, we figured out that if you took a whole roll and hit it with a hammer on concrete or whatever, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you go through your caps really fast.
Yeah.
You go through your caps really
You
fast.
want a loud explosion? You steal your parents' lighter.
Oh,
You
jeez.
chuck that at the sidewalk. And
Yeah,
do it
no,
right.
I never did that.
Boom!
Never did
Oh, yeah.
that.
Big white puff of smoke. Yeah, I've thrown one out of a driver's side window doing about 70 mile an hour before, and that is cool. It's a big white flash and a loud fucking boom. Brand new full lighter, especially the cheap translucent.
The ones you can see through.
Yeah. Yep, those translucent ones. Yeah, chuck that thing out the window when you're doing about 70. Yeah, that makes it a nice,
Bet.
a
That
nice
car's pretty
one.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't go through all your caps at once.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, because we sat out there with a hammer. We had ridden our bikes up to it was called Bargain City, but it was like a Kmart or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we had change or whatever, and we bought caps, and it was fun. But 5 minutes later, we were done. We were out of caps.
Yeah.
Like, well, maybe we should have saved a couple rolls.
Oh, I have a younger cousin. He's an adult now, but at the time he was probably late adolescent, early teen. He stuck a 9mm shell in a bench vise,
Oh,
put a
jeez.
hammer and a nail, and smoked the primer. Yeah, put a hole in the shirt. Damn near hit him in the stomach.
Damn.
Yeah. I bet it was a cool bang though.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
I bet it was loud. With no chamber around it. It had been loud as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was in the Army, but once he got out, he served over in Korea. Once he got out, he never had guns. My uncles did. He would still shoot guns. Just never had a gun at home.
Really?
I don't know what the reason behind that is. And I never asked, but we never had ammunition at home. We never had guns. Never, ever, ever.
My dad's kind of the same way.
So I don't know if something happened when he was in the Army that he see a lot of bad stuff. This is Korean War back then, you know. My dad would be almost 90 now. So I don't know if something happened.
Did he serve in the Korean War then?
Right at the end of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, him and my uncle. Him and my uncle were there together. So something happened over there that Dad didn't want him in the house.
I think that's where I want to say this correctly, the step grandfather. I think that's where he was at. I think he was. I know he was in Korea, and he was a veteran, but I think he served actually during wartime.
Yeah.
He's got some issues.
Yeah, my dad was a fireman in the Army. Of all things, a fireman. You don't think about it, but the Army or Marines or whatever, they have to have everything we have. They got to have hospitals, they got to have fire departments, my dad was a fireman. So my uncle, he was up on the front lines. Well, my dad got like a 5-day pass, or had earned a 5-day pass or whatever. So he's like, requisites in a Jeep, and he's like, I'm going up there. I'm going to spend the next 5 days with my brother, right? I haven't seen my brother in a few months. They came over together on the same ship, everything, you know. My dad stayed one night. He's like, you're going to get killed up here. I'm going back.
Wow.
And he the rest of his time that he had leave for, he just spent it on the base where he was at. So, yeah, he's like, this is crazy.
Most of my family's been Navy Construction Battalion, CBs.
Yeah.
That's what my dad was. Combat engineer.
Yeah. Going to build the roads for the Marines and shit.
Road for the Marines, put in an airfield
Yeah.
where they, planes coming in and out. And,
Yeah,
oh,
but-
yeah.
Forward
That's a
operating.
big deal.
Yeah, forward operating bases, all of that shit.
Yeah.
My grandfather, my uncle, my one uncle served on a ship. I don't recall most of what he told me as far as like where they were and shit. I know what he told me about how they fucked off and got in trouble, which is kind of funny, but they did something and got in trouble, and my uncle and his best friend were told to paint the smokestack on the ship.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So they're up there on scaffolding and shit, and they painted a peace sign on the side of it.
Oh, jeez. Probably didn't go over well.
That was during Vietnam. No, it didn't go over well.
A kid I went to school with, we're still friends. We don't see each other very often, but every once in a while. He was in the Navy. I couldn't tell you what ship he was on. He used to explain the stuff to me. I don't remember all the different names of the ships or whatever. But he worked in the PX. Go buy whatever.
Yeah.
Cigarettes or gum or whatever. And his was in the front of the boat. So the PX actually went like this and came to a point. He goes, if we ever ran into anything or we were torpedoed, I'm the first one to go. Now that steel's thick, but
Yeah.
still, yeah. He was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I was in the point of the boat, down below deck.
Huh. If they weren't so far away, I wouldn't mind touring a boat, but I ain't traveling down to fucking deal with all that bullshit.
You're down in Norfolk.
Yeah. Not when I can just get on fucking YouTube and watch a virtual tour, you know? And
It would be neat to tour one, though.
and even then, you know, they can only show you so much.
Yeah.
You know, there's been guys court-martialed for taking pictures of their Foot Locker that's in a restricted part of the ship.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I think I'm good. I'll just
I'll do it
YouTube
one
it.
of these days.
Yeah.
I'll get to go do it.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see one of the old battleships. You know, it'd be neat to see something like that, or one of the old aircraft carriers.
So before my son
You know, that would
deployed,
be cool.
before my son deployed, I could have went down and seen him, and got a tour of the actual aircraft carrier he's on.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it down there at that time.
Yeah, he's on a big sucker too.
Oh yeah.
That's a big one.
It's the largest one we have.
Yep.
Largest and newest.
Brand new. Yeah. Brand new.
One of the guys I worked with, his son was in the Navy. He was off the Pacific coast. And just the video he got while he was on the ship, because he actually went out and came back with them.
Mhm.
The stuff our ships are capable of doing. Like, it's got this big drop gate on the back. You know, the belly of the fucking thing fills up with water. And all these amphibious vehicles and other boats come in, and then it picks up, and they're all dry docked. Like, that is impressive as shit.
Yeah.
That's wild to me. But
Oh, they're so far advanced
And
that we probably have no idea.
and the weapons they had on the ship, they ran this one. The only way I can describe it is a Gatling gun
Oh,
with ADHD on steroids.
Yeah.
It's 144 millimeter, I think, and it's just like,
Yeah.
holy shit! And it runs on a tracking, so it knows where the target is.
It's all computerized.
Yeah,
That's what my boy works on.
yeah, that's just
That's
wild.
wild. Yeah. Yeah. We used to have a plane. I think they're still in service, but they're being phased out. It's the A-10 Warthog.
Yeah,
Yep.
yep.
And it's a tank killer. And they've got those, I call them Gatling guns too. I don't know what they're called. But they spin, and the
Yeah.
bullets are huge. And it'll cut a car in half.
Oh yeah.
It'll freaking cut a car in half. Well, if it's killing tanks, I mean, you know, it's pretty
Yeah.
badass.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to have me and 6 buddies with Barrett 50s. We could cut a car in half.
Wow.
I'm gonna own one of those someday.
I would love to.
They're expensive. I'd have to sell one of my bikes and probably a kidney. They're about $3,500.
You have to sell your kidney at a discount. Or is that your liver? No, I'm thinking your
No.
liver.
Either one, somebody's waking up thinking they were at a party.
Yeah.
That's why, you know, the bike's worth more than the other one. But if you're looking for a party package, you got a motorcycle and a buzz.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a good deal for that.
Yeah.
That's not a buzz, it's a craving.
Yeah, right? You might not know if it's
Never
a
wanted
craving.
a beer before.
Never-
What now?
Never know if it's a craving for a beer or a fucking burrito full of scrambled eggs and hot salsa. But you want something.
There was something going on with the police last night here in Wasayan, up at Taco Bell. Carl and his girlfriend drove over last evening, and he's like, "Dad, we're going to Taco Bell. You want anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, bring me a bean burrito." Haven't had Taco Bell forever, you know. Cool. He comes back like an hour later with a little thing of French fries, about this freaking big, from Dairy Queen. I'm like, "Where's my burrito? I want French fries." But he said there were cops in the parking lot, and yeah, so something went on at Taco Bell last night.
Probably a drunk driver.
Something, who knows?
They turn them off.
Anyway, they didn't turn in there then. They just went up and
Yeah.
Dairy Queen's right across the street.
Taco Bell likes to run into the drunks.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah. They're hungry.
They're the go-to.
Yeah.
The only time I drink or eat drink, the only time I drink their shit is when I'm drunk.
Oh yeah, Taco Bell. Yeah, that's always a late night. On the way home or whatever.
Always fucking regret it the next day though. I regret the Taco Bell way more than the alcohol.
That's probably the most fast food I've ever eaten in my life is Taco Bell because it was usually on the way home.
Yeah.
Whether I'm with a girlfriend or a wife or whatever.
And they
we
stay
would
open
stop
late.
at Taco Bell. They're open late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd stop at Taco Bell and take some stuff home.
I was
I'm not big on fast food.
I was a big fan of Subway there for a long time, but
I like Subway. Little Carl, he's hooked on Subway. He's
heck,
in their club and you buy
Yeah.
whatever. 3 foot longs, your 4th one's free. Like they got this whole thing.
Well, he's a carpenter.
Like,
He
whatever.
should take his tape measure out because that foot long's 10 inches long.
Right. Yep.
And you can't get near the toppings you used to
You
get.
used to get. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're skimpy now.
Yep. And they're way overpriced.
Well, he's
Oh, yeah.
he's making good money. He helps out a little bit at home with money, but he's making good money, so he's probably getting extra chicken or extra, probably paying for extra.
Mm-hmm.
He says he doesn't, but I'm pretty sure. I've seen him, and I'm like, I could go there and order the same thing, and it won't look like that.
I think a lot of it depends on, who's working there too. 'Cause
Used to
Yeah.
be the
there's
worst.
sometimes I go in there because we get Subway a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes our subs will be like the shittiest sub you'll ever see, but next time you go, it's
You could take
10
a picture.
times better.
You could take a
What the
picture of
fuck?
it. You could take a picture of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was still getting it, I mean, there wasn't a substantial upcharge for extra toppings.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you wanted a
Well, there
lot
is
more
now.
meat, it went up. But like, I want a bunch of extra vegetables. I want a bunch of extra mayonnaise. That shit, they didn't bother.
Yeah.
Now you can't do that. They're like, no, that's gonna be an extra 25 cents for fucking lettuce and peppers. The fuck. But yeah.
Yeah, that's how things are now. Every little bit. Which sucks.
And the blue haird's like, it's because of the tariffs. Tariffs on lettuce.
No, it's because they want their profits. That's what it is.
I'm not shaming them on that. I mean, they gotta make money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they gotta make money.
They gotta keep their shareholders happy because I'm pretty sure they're a publicly traded company.
Oh, sure.
But like, really gonna charge me extra for fucking tomatoes? Well, now they're gonna say it's because we kicked out all the Mexicans.
Yeah.
So we have to pay Americans to pick them, and they're expensive.
That's what it'd be now.
One of the funniest things I heard, at least at the time, I laughed at it pretty good, was we had this Mexican guy that worked with us, worked with me actually, and this lady from the office was out there, and she's a very nice woman. She just passed away not too long ago, but very nice woman, and she was talking about something, a machine or something that picks tomatoes. Like him and her were having a discussion, and he's Mexican, right? He's Mexican. So he goes, why don't they just keep having the Mexicans do it? And I thought that was the funniest thing, because I'm thinking, well, why aren't you out doing it then? Well, we got to throw all your brothers under the bus, but why aren't you out doing it? And I just thought that was so funny that he said that.
I thought
If I would have said that, he'd probably been like, what does that mean?
I
You know what I
thought
mean?
I thought you were gonna say something like, you said machine, but I think you meant Mexican.
yeah.
Growing up out west, we had immigrant labor everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
It's here. We have it here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I first moved here, though, it wasn't as prominent as it was when I lived out west. But they were all here on work visas.
Right.
The
you come
farmers-
up and you're here for so long, you go home for the winter or whatever, and then you
The
do it all over
farmers
again.
would pay
Do
for
it the right
X
way.
amount of visas, and be there for 6 months of the year.
Sure.
You know, they'd come in, they'd weed the fields, they'd go in and tossle the corn, they'd, you know, whatever, and then they went home.
Yeah.
And then come back the next year.
Yeah.
It
They'd go
was-
home with enough money to support them the whole time they're not here.
Yeah,
that
oh,
they're
yeah.
home.
Shit, they lived like kings.
Yeah.
They lived like kings. down
Support
there.
them and some.
But it would, but it's done the right way.
Yeah.
It's done the right way.
Yeah. They're not, when they're here on a work visa, they're not expected to learn the language. They're expected to come, go to work. There was always a supervisor that can interpret. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they did the work, and they weren't treated like shit, you know?
No.
They chose
No.
to live 8 people to a 4-man room because they could send a shit ton of money home. You know, they chose to live that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, when their term was up, they just was like, see you next year,
Yeah.
you know, and they'd come back the next year and do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lived like kings in Mexico.
Yeah, when I was a kid growing up, that's how it was. That's how the farms were out here.
Yeah.
So,
There's a organic farm north of us in Tedrow, and I don't know if they're using South American or Mexican labor, but every year they hire a team to come, and they pay their way here, and I'm assuming they board them because there's a house
Sure. Yeah.
right there on the farm. I'm assuming they board them, but those guys are out there early in the morning till late in the
yeah,
afternoon. It's
yeah.
an organic farm, and they're out there pulling fucking weeds, and they're out there in the hottest part of the day in hooded sweatshirts and hats, like
Just
staying out of the
to
sun.
keep out of the sun.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that. I think I'd rather have a sunburn.
I would.
Not my hat. Not my hat.
Oh, I
Because
bet.
sometimes if you don't realize you've burnt the top of your head, you get in the shower the next morning. Oh my God, does that hurt? Get under that water.
I wouldn't
Whoa!
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
yeah. I've got
So
winter
I'd still
hair.
wear a hat.
I've got winter hair right now, but normally I'm bald too. Yeah, I've had nasty blisters on top of my head.
Oh, I have. My head's peeled. It's usually early in the season. You know, it's like, wow, it's nice out. I'm going to go out and mow grass, or I'm going to do this, or you don't realize.
You know,
Yeah, always at the beginning of the year, or the beginning of the good weather. I burn my freaking head. Ah, well. So, you got a new car.
I don't, but she does.
But she does. All
did
right.
you guys figure out the remote start?
Yeah. Yeah. I told her, I'm like, well, I thought he said you gotta hit the lock button twice and hold down on the circle. She's like, oh, I wasn't holding down on the circle. She just hit the circle button.
There's always some kind of little trick to
simple
it.
fix. That.
Yeah.
There's some kind of simple trick to it.
Yeah. She's happy. She got it figured out. So.
My cousin got a Cadillac. He has a Cadillac. Actually, it's 2 of them. One's like a 2015 and one's like a 18 or something like that. So he thought it was the coolest thing because accidentally, with his fob one day at work, he was walking out to his car. After he eats lunch, he'll take his lunchbox out and put it in his car so he doesn't forget it, you know. So he was unlocking the cars or whatever, and he did something. And when it's hot out or whatever, all 4 windows on his Cadillac go down.
Yeah.
He came in and got me like he had just discovered plutonium. He's like, you are not going to believe it. Come here, come here. I'm like, yeah? Watch. And all those windows go down. I go, all right. Because isn't that like the coolest thing? Like he was so excited that you can...
My car will do that.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
it doesn't do all 4. It's just the front 2.
Yeah, but no, that's still cool. But no, he thought like he just invented the wheel. Like he was so excited because they didn't know it did that, and he accidentally found it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. I'm like, you pulled me away from my ham and cheese sandwich for that.
My dad had a remote car start in like 1992. Joe, go
My
start the
parents
car.
had a remote start. Yeah, I'm just gonna say my parents had a remote start. Yeah, even before that.
It quit working in 1993 because I went out and started the car, and then I let my brother get in and rev the gas pedal,
Oh, jeez.
and I got in so much
Yeah,
trouble.
you got in trouble for it.
Yeah. 1978 LTD2. Yeah. I got it started, and then I let my brother climb in the front seat and he's revving the dog piss out. My dad come out of the house fucking hair on fire. He was fucking mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Yeah, I was the remote car starter, and I was the remote control for our TV.
For the TV, yep.
Put on 13.
Yeah.
Okay, now put it back to 11. Commercial's probably over. Yeah, so I was the remote for the TV.
I always had to fix the antenna.
Yeah, adjust.
Oh yeah, I did
adjust
that.
the foil.
Yeah, you gotta do that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you
Of course,
know,
I was the asshole. I usually walk by and kind of bump it.
just enough. So it, yeah.
Mom and Dad be watching the news.
Oh, no news. No news. Oh, jeez.
No news.
Speaking of news, you guys know who Bonnie Blue is?
I know.
No. She's that woman from the UK that slept with
Yeah.
100 people
Yes,
in one day.
yes. That's why that's sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Yep. I was number 72.
Did you need one?
Yeah. Thank you, Don. I could have used the exercise, but thank you.
Well, you got a long walk home, so.
She got arrested. She's being detained right now.
For what?
What's the island off Indonesia?
Oh God, I don't know.
But starts with, is it Belize? Anyway, she's on vacation in this fucking country. She's driving around in a fucking van that says Bang Bus on the side of it. And she's on social media recruiting these college kids that are there on their spring break, their Christmas break,
Yeah.
to get in the bus.
Yeah.
It's extremely illegal there
Ah.
to produce.
And
or
she's doing it for views. For
Yeah. It's extremely illegal there to produce or distribute pornography. If you're doing
And she
it,
went there with the intent to do it.
yeah, well, yeah, she took a white van and painted it blue and put Bang Bus on the side of it, and she's driving around trying to recruit mostly Australian college kids that are there on vacation to get in the bus with her.
Yeah.
She's under arrest.
Wow.
And if they find that she was doing it to make money on it, which all of her Instagram posts and all of that shit make it look like she was recruiting these kids to do,
Right.
you know, to film it. If they can prove, she's looking at 15 years.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Jesus.
The one thing that I listened to today, this lawyer said that a woman from Australia had flown there. This was in like 2004, I think. She had flown there and she had some THC in her bag, and their rules on drugs are the same as they are on pornography. They sentenced her to 21 years.
Wow.
Damn.
She did 13, but then had to stay there for like 3 more years on probation before they let her leave to go home.
Jeez.
They don't fuck around. Listening to that made me think of Singapore in the 90s. Do you remember the guy in the 90s that he was an American tourist in Singapore, and he spit gum out on the sidewalk?
I don't remember that.
They caned him for that.
Oh my God.
It was a big fucking thing. It was,
Wow.
It was huge. Yeah. Like the United States.
Jeez.
The United States was like begging Singapore, please don't fucking do that shit. And they're like, the law is the law.
Yeah.
Chewing gum is illegal there.
He was here and broke the law.
Yeah, chewing gum's illegal there. It's not just spitting it on the sidewalk. It's fucking illegal there because it ends up all over everything.
Yeah.
And they don't want it there. And this guy spit it on the sidewalk. He was supposed to get like 10 strikes with a cane or something. I think they negotiated it down to 5.
Oh God.
But he still got his ass whooped, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's what that reminded me of. You know, you break our laws, we break your ass.
You fuck around and find out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't want to leave the country. I'm fine right here. No, thank you.
I've always felt the same way. I don't want a passport because I'm not going to speak Spanish, and I don't like Canadians. I went to Canada before they required a passport, just for the strip clubs.
Yeah, you used to be able to go back and forth and not have. Yeah.
But I didn't care what strippers had to say. So
2000, 9/11, 2001 changed all that. Not all of it. I mean, more has changed since, but it started the whole thing.
yeah, I went up there late 90s, early 2000s, and spent a whole night hitting the strip clubs. But yeah, I don't need a passport.
I had a girlfriend. Her and I used to go to Windsor. We'd go to the casino. We'd stay the weekend. Get a hotel room, stay the weekend. But it was easy to go back and forth across the border then.
Yeah.
We slept in a parking garage.
Did you? Yeah. No, we always stayed at the same place. So it was fun. A lot of fun.
Ever been to New York City?
No. No.
I wouldn't go now, but
Never been to New York City.
My friends that have been there, but I've never been there.
late 90s wasn't bad.
I've been to Niagara Falls. Never been to Niagara. Actual city.
I wouldn't go now, but Loki quit. Yeah, I wouldn't go now, but it was an experience when I was 18, you know.
Yeah, my oldest daughter's mom, her and her friend, I don't know how old they were, 19, 20, I don't know. I wasn't with her then, I don't know. They just decided one Friday after work, we're going to New York. They got in the car and they drove to New York City.
Ironic.
I mean, they just like out of the blue. Wasn't planned, wasn't.
That's how me and my buddy ended up going. I worked second shift. I got home Friday. He was the only one at the house. And we're sitting there bored. I was like, you want to go do something?
You want to go do something? Yeah, that's doing something, all right.
So we jumped on the fucking turnpike.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah, we just headed to fucking New York just for the fun of it. Yeah, we hit New York City, found a parking garage, found a cheap motel room. And I mean cheap motel room. And we took a cab pretty much everywhere we went.
Yeah.
We visited the Bronx, Harlem, Manhattan, all the places you really shouldn't go, especially as white kids. But I wouldn't do it now. There's no fucking way. You couldn't get me to go, especially with Mom Donnie as the fucking governor. Hell no.
Yeah, I'm not a vacation person. I've had girlfriends in the past where it sucks for them because I'm just not. When we would go on vacation, I'm not comfortable the whole time. I'm tense the whole time. I'm more of a home person. I'm just not. So I would never do that. I would never ever just get in the car and drive to New York. Never. for any reason.
I don't think I would.
I could go, I think, if it was planned, but I wouldn't be comfortable the whole time.
Big city like that, I wouldn't be able to do it. But
my wife has come to accept that I'm not a vacation person, and by vacation person, I'm not going like outside of the city limits.
Ah.
she we went to Kentucky together once. I don't, other than going to the house outside of town, I haven't left town since.
No kidding.
Yeah, but I'm happy with that. It's fine.
I tried getting him to come to Tennessee when I was down there. I'm like, you made it to Kentucky.
It's right there, just a little farther. Yeah. Yeah. Once you get in Kentucky, you're pretty quick through to get to Tennessee.
I think where he was at in Kentucky would have been like the same distance. Like if he would have went from Wauseon to Tennessee where I was at,
Yeah.
I think it was the same time frame.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you'd have seen me in Cincinnati, you'd have understood.
Oh, I can imagine how you would.
I'm not going. Hell no. Well, we were stuck in traffic in Cincinnati.
We did that too. We ended up leaving at different times. We used to go down and watch a NASCAR race at Bristol every year, and we got stuck in that traffic for that bridge to cross in Cincinnati. There, that's no fun.
I think my wife was expecting me to get out of the car and turn around and start walking home. I was not having that shit. Every time we stopped, I think she expected me to start walking.
Yeah.
I fucking hated every fucking minute of that shit.
I hate Cincinnati.
Once we got, like, we left here and we're on State Route 109, and I'm like, if the whole trip's like this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, you go down into Lima, and then you get on 75.
Yep. As soon as we did that, I was like, this sucks. I want to light my face on fire. I do not like this at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, every stop after we hit Lima, I think she expected me to turn around and start walking home. And I wanted to. I really did. I fucking hated every fucking minute of that drive. Once we got where we were going, all right, cool. Took me 8, 10, 12 hours to relax. But that was fine.
Mm.
But then, like, the day before it's ready, the time to leave, nope. I am not having a good fucking time.
Yeah.
Because now I know I gotta get back in that fucking car and do this all over again.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Going down to Tennessee, we did that for a bunch of years, and it was all buddies. I mean, we took some girlfriends a few times, but usually it was all guys, you know. We'd take a couple vans down. There'd be like 8 of us, or whatever.
When you went down to Bristol, did you take 75 all the way down?
I don't remember.
Down into Kentucky, and then...
I don't remember. I know we took 75 most of the way. I don't know where we turned then. We didn't stay in Bristol, but we stayed outside of Bristol.
Yeah, because we were talking about that the one day. I know where
Yeah.
you're staying. You were
Yeah.
staying in Kingsport.
Yes. Yeah. So
So you probably took 75 to 23.
yeah, they knew where they were going. So yeah, I was just riding along.
Or 20, was it? No, 25.
And I said before, I'm uncomfortable on vacation. I'm just uncomfortable the whole time. But we kept it busy. We'd go to the track and see like qualifying.
Yeah.
Our buddy that lived down there, still lives down there. He likes golfing, so we'd all go golfing one day. And if it rained or something, we'd go to the bowling alley, or we kept busy the whole time. So that made it easier on me. We kept busy.
Yeah.
So
I got her to go down. Last year we went down to, or this past year, we went down to Tennessee. We stayed in the same town I was staying, I was living in. And we didn't really do much. I got her to go to the VFW with me because, like, that's my home.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel comfortable, I'm relaxed.
Yeah.
So she got to meet a lot of people I hung out with, and we had a good time.
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up is when I was out west, we drove from Caldwell, Idaho to Las Vegas. Other than the anxiety of being on the road, there wasn't traffic.
Yeah.
We didn't have an issue. The whole time from here to Kentucky, it was traffic. Traffic moves a little slower out there. There's less people.
There's less people, right?
And there's way more wide open space.
Yeah.
We're a stretch going from, we're in Nevada going south. We're on a road where there's a sign when you first hit the road. Next fuel stop, 152 miles.
Oh, so you better stop.
Yeah, it's a reminder as you're pulling out of this town. The next fuel stop's 152 miles away. And you're driving down this fucking road, and you might not see a car for an hour.
Right.
And then you see these driveways, and you see no houses. The driveways are over a mile long. They just disappeared. So, yeah, I was nervous because I was in a fucking vehicle, but I wasn't nervous because there was no traffic. You know,
It's a little more laid back, you know. Yeah.
As we got closer to Vegas, traffic wasn't doing 90 miles an hour. It wasn't 4 lanes. There wasn't people cutting us off.
Right. But I've always hated driving 75 to go to Tennessee. A few times that we've gone going back to Tennessee. So we'd come up on a Friday. We'd always come up 75, stay here, whatever, visit. On our way home, we always took 23 home. Which 23, takes you down through Columbus. And
Yeah.
Columbus sucks. Of course, I fucking hate Columbus, period. But it's not Cincinnati traffic.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You're exactly right.
It's a little more head. It's like driving in Toledo. On the interstate in Toledo. I mean, it's bad, but it's not Cincinnati bad.
No, Cincinnati bad is horrible. We timed it different. That was the first year we went down and we got stuck in that traffic to cross that bridge. And long before you get to the bridge, it's like it didn't just happen at the bridge. It's a long way back, when you get into this. But we timed it differently then. We left at a different time, so we would go through there at different times. Right. So we're not going through all that. So it did get better.
Like when her and I went down to visit, I didn't go to visit, I had to go to the titles for my bikes, but it was also kind of a visit. She asked me what time we're leaving. I said, I'm going to leave at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
We get the kid on the bus and we're gone. Because if we leave any later than that, we're going to get stuck in major
We're
traffic.
gonna get stuck. Yep. Yeah. So we figured it out. Still not big on vacations. Just
I'd have to have Galen guns mounted on the front of my car for me to do that trip again.
People are like, when they want to go to a beach somewhere, Virginia Beach, or even down to Florida or whatever, and hang out on the beach and this and that. And I gotta tell you, the few times I was down to Florida, and I had a friend and his wife that lived there, it's so hot and humid out that it's miserable just to hang out on the beach. It really is. So we ended up doing stuff like going to a movie. We went to the mall down there. This is years ago. Malls were still big, Went to the mall down there. I basically did everything down there that I could have done right here and stayed here and went to Franklin Park Mall or went to a movie here. I never got the whole thing about hanging out on a beach.
So I've been to Florida one time. I was 16 years old. I think we were in Sarasota. I think somewhere right around there. I was helping my sister move back home.
Oh, yeah.
Only been to Florida one time. Drove down there in an emergency because one of my friends got stranded by an ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
They went down there on vacation, got in a fight, and she left him there.
And she left him.
We went down.
That's not just like leaving you at the bar.
No.
We went down, packed her shit, got a U-Haul, and came back.
Yeah, we drove down there, found it. This is before cell phones. That's how bad this sucked.
Yeah.
So he calls my house phone. He's like, she left me here. I'm like, where you at? He's like, right now I'm at a payphone. Where you going? I don't know. She took all my shit.
Oh my God.
I was like, all right.
Well, I could be down there in about 17 hours or
like,
whatever, 15, whatever.
I was like, 12 hours from now.
Depends on where you're at.
I was like, 12 hours from now, be at that payphone. Be at the payphone. 12 hours from now, be at the payphone. So we drove for like 11 and a half hours.
Yeah.
And stopped. Found a payphone. Called that payphone. Had to call 3-4 times. He finally answered. He's like, I'm like, where are you gonna be? You know, we're 12 hours in. Where are you gonna be? He's like, well, I'm at this address. All right, are you going to be at that address? I don't know. I was like, 4 more hours. Be at this payphone. So we stopped 3.5, 4 hours later. Call. He finally answers. He's like, I'm still here. Stay there. We'll be there in another couple hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we ended up picking him up at a Greyhound bus stop. She took everything. She took his wallet, all of his money, everything. She went back to the hotel, loaded everything in the fucking car, and left. And left him down there.
Same.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Story that we'll never forget, though.
No.
Because that shit was wild, man. Yeah, 3 of us jumped in the car so we could, like, take shifts driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first time I went to Florida, I drove straight through. I drove the whole way. But then you lose a day and a half when you first get there because now you gotta sleep.
Yeah. When we
Hey,
came,
we're going to the beach. Go ahead. I'm going back to bed.
when we came out here on vacation, my dad drove more or less straight through, and we only had limited days. But my dad lost at least a day and a half just trying to catch up on sleep from having to drive straight through.
Yep.
And then we're here for X amount of days. We got to turn on and go back, and then he's got to go back to work.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, the one time we went down, it was me and a buddy of mine and his wife. Well, she doesn't have a license. She can't drive, right? My buddy Jim, he has sleep apnea, and he'll fall asleep driving. So I had to drive. There was no other way. He fell asleep one time. He had a '79 Camaro. White 79 Camaro. It was his sister's before he bought it from his sister. So he's driving up to Blissfield, I think. Driving up to Blissfield to see this girl that he met, who ended up being his wife. But he went up to see her. So it's about this time of year. It gets dark early. Well, he freaking fell asleep. Well, there was a semi next to him. So he kind of goes like this. Tore up the whole side of his car on them big back wheels, man. Tore up the whole side of his car because he just fell asleep and he woke up to.
Oh, he got lucky as hell.
He could have been stuck under the car or under the truck.
Oh,
But,
man.
yeah, tore up the whole side of his car.
Fuck.
At least it was an undesirable Camaro.
He ended up ruining it anyway because I think he got it fixed. But he ended up ruining it anyway because it had an oil leak or something, and he ran it out of oil and didn't never checked his oil or anything like that, And he comes home. He goes to his dad's house one day, and the car says knock 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 as it's sitting there idling. And his dad's like, turn it off, check the oil. Stick is steaming. The dipstick is steaming. There's no oil. There's nothing. He ruined that car.
What year was that Camaro that Chalet had? That was one of those late 70s.
Yeah.
It had the split front bumper. 70 something with a split front bumper. Her dad told her that's rare. It's rare because it's split front bumper. But it's like they only made like 2.5 million of those fucking things.
Right. Yeah, how rare can it be?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dumb.
Yeah. Well, she came by it honestly. I mean, if her dad thought it was rare. Shit.
Yeah, I've had some cool cars over the years. I wish I would have kept one of them. Prices, what they're giving for some of this old stuff now is amazing to me.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous.
There's
The prices they're getting for these old cars, man. I just
guy around the corner owns the storage units. I just had the privilege of meeting him a couple weeks ago. Eric, I can't recall his last name, and I wouldn't say it if I did. 1968 Camaro. The only thing not original to the car is that it's had the paint touched up.
Mm-hmm.
He had a guy in Texas that was interested in buying it. He didn't have it listed for sale, but the network of friends he's got, this guy found out he had it. And I stopped by there. He had it sitting out front, and he was telling me about it. And I was like, "What do you think you'll get out of it?" 125, 150. If I don't get 125, I'll keep it.
That's ridiculous, man. God.
Monday, I saw a guy with Texas license plates loading it in a trailer.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
So he got what he wanted out of it.
He got what he wanted
You
out of
gotta
it.
be kidding me.
Yeah. This thing was beautiful, though.
God, I bet. No, I bet.
Black leather seats, red exterior.
Yeah.
Monster fucking V8. Very few things on it had been restored.
Messed with, yeah.
Yeah. He'd had the carb replated, and it had gone off and had been professionally redone, so it was re-anodized and put back together. And yeah, him and I stood there and talked for like 45 minutes. He got in the car and bumped the key and it instantly fired. It wasn't pump, pump, pump. No, he just. Yeah. Oh man, I'm not a GM guy. That sounded fucking heavenly.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, it had every option available in 1968. The seats had original leather on them. They weren't cracked. They weren't sun faded. They weren't fucked up.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sad part is.
But the prices they get.
But sad part is, every guy that ever owned that car never got to enjoy it. As I drove away, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like the 67 I've got, it's what the kids would call clapped out. Every guy who's ever owned that car has had a fucking good time in it.
Oh yeah.
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 Well, that's what you buy a car for, to drive, right?
Well, what's the joke?
I mean, it doesn't have to be an everyday car if you've got something old or whatever like that. But
What's the joke? Not putting miles on your car so the next owner gets better values, like not fucking your wife so her next husband has a good time.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the car I got from my dad, it's seen better days. It'll see better days, but it's seen better days.
It has seen better days already. Yeah.
I remember being in the back seat of that car when it had a 390 in it, and a C6 automatic. We'd come to an intersection and have to stop, and then my dad gets on it, and it kind of fishtails a little bit. My brother would freak out, and I'm like, "Yeah, do it again!
Yeah, do it again, do it again."
It's got these fucking monster 60s on the ass end. They're like 13 inches wide.
Yeah.
They stick out past the rear quarters, like 2.5 inches. Yeah. I remember that shit as a kid. Like, yeah, do it.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
It was fun. I remember him pulling into the garage with no headers on it and shit falling off the wall.
From the vibration.
Yeah, it was rattling tools off the wall. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And I was little, man. I was like 6. But I remember that shit. Him and my uncle putting that engine in there. Yeah, firing it up. Fucking windows rattling and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that had to be loud. That had to be loud.
I think everything we did was loud. But yeah, it was a good time, man. Just thinking, Don. Oh, I thought I saw you looking at the clock.
No,
It's wrong anyway, isn't it?
About 10 minutes fast.
yeah, it's always fast. Now we're just about an hour, so.
All right. Well, I didn't know if you needed to be home or not. I'm sure she doesn't want you to stay out too late.
No, I told her I was gonna be home a little after 8. She's gonna work at 4:15, so.
It's about the time I'll be waking up. Maybe.
She picked up some overtime, so.
I'm glad you brought that up. I did a little bit of research on the no tax on overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that it passed, but I had never really looked into it until tonight.
Okay.
So it actually did pass. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime. So on your pay stub, your overtime line shows the time and a half. The portion of that you don't have to pay taxes on is 1/3 of that. So if you take that, say you had $10,400 in overtime pay, divide that into thirds. 1/3 of that you don't have to pay taxes on. Because it was signed into law 4th of July of this year, the software that our employers are using and our tax forms haven't been updated. But by the time tax season comes, the books will be updated, software will be updated, and you'll be able to figure out how much you don't have to pay taxes on. In the case of somebody who made $10,400, it's going to be a tax savings based on 15% of about $440 or $540 of taxes they won't have to pay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I didn't look at tips because I don't get tips. And all my numbers were hypothetical.
Right.
But yeah. Some people might get a return for the first time in 12 fucking years. Might be able to put some fucking money in their fucking joint savings account for the first time ever.
Right.
And not have to write a check for taxes for the first time ever. Yeah, I just did a brief read through, and my wife does our taxes every year. So I sent her a message. I was like, have you looked into this? She's like, I didn't know it was a thing. I'm thinking to myself, maybe we need to find a tax accountant. I know she's going to use software and it's going to step her through it, but
Yeah, it'll walk her through it.
man,
I thought that was a cool thing when they talked about doing that. No tax on overtime.
yeah,
I work a ton of overtime.
yeah,
Then my back.
yeah.
So now I'm not working overtime.
But you worked a bunch of overtime before you back.
I did.
So
Yeah.
1/3 of your overtime.
Of whatever that was, up till whatever,
the
September.
way they figure it is, anything that's considered the half, so the hour and a half, anything that's considered the half doesn't count. It's not taxable.
Good.
So, maybe that'll help you.
I hope so. I hope so.
Sure as hell can't hurt.
No.
I thought about looking into tips just to see when I give tips at the bar or to pizza delivery or whatever, what's considered non-taxable and what is taxable. Because I'd really like to be able to pay them a tip without it being taxable.
Yeah. So they get that tip. Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, when you order a pizza and you pay them $5 over the phone with your debit card, but then they come to the door and you're like, here's another $5, don't tell anybody. I consider that untaxable.
Yeah.
That should never be talked about.
Nope. Put it in your pocket, put it in your purse, whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You found it on the fucking sidewalk.
Yep.
And the way the laws are written from the IRS, you find $5 on the sidewalk, you're supposed to claim it.
No, thank you.
If I trade you 2 shekels of corn for 1 shekel of beans, you owe taxes, even though we traded. Ain't that some shite?
Yeah, that's some shit.
I'm getting into politics. You probably want to tell me to shut the fuck up.
I'd never tell you shut the fuck up.
No, you just get up and walk away and let me close it off.
Do you guys put up a Christmas tree, Don?
She does.
I mean, have a Christmas tree though?
Not yet.
No. Okay. I'm just curious.
She just told me today when I got home. She's like, I need to get a Christmas tree. I'm like, do we really have to have a tree?
I have an artificial tree. It's not up. I don't even think I'm going to put it up this year, but usually I do. Yeah. All this stuff with my back going on, I don't even think I'm going to do it. If little Carl wants it up bad or whatever, I'll have him help me and we'll put it up.
Right.
But I don't think I'm going to. It's been one of the first years I haven't had a tree in my life.
I don't.
In Don's situation, and you can be mad at me if you want to, I'm thinking, you're really gonna go buy a Christmas tree? You just wouldn't get a car painted. I wouldn't be.
You should have Christmas in the car.
I'd go to the forest, find a fucking pine cone, and glue some fucking glitter balls to that motherfucker and call it a goddamn day. I wouldn't be fucking buying a Christmas tree.
I used to get real trees.
I don't even have payments, and I don't want a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And it's not just because I don't like Christmas. It's like I don't want to fucking pay for it. I don't want to spend the time to put it up, take it down, store it.
That's what she wants, so whatever.
I might speak some common sense into it before I just rolled over and said whatever. If it's going to cost you money, I might go, can we compromise? Christmas pine cone?
Yeah.
Goodwill? Facebook Marketplace? Something?
I'm not going to argue about it because she does have a young daughter that still believes in Santa.
Believes in that, yeah.
I kind of get it, but...
Yep.
Let me grab my spare off the door there.
Yep. If she didn't have a young child, I probably would have been like, yeah, we don't need it.
Where does she go to school? She's in school, right?
Yeah, she goes to a school called Leap.
I don't know.
It's... I don't even want to get into it. I don't like this school.
Oh, okay. But they're probably talking about Christmas at school, and
I'm
because
sure.
Christmas is coming up, and
I'm sure.
hi.
Time to wrap it up.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you can wrap it up.
All right. mikesharderpodcast at gmail.com. Mike's Harder Podcast on X. Comments wherever you want. Topics, give us topics. Otherwise, we're going to keep talking about the same shit my geriatric ass keeps coming up with. Anybody else got anything else?
No, I'm good.
Jeez, you guys are a lot of help.
I don't know.
No, we did fine. We did fine.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll call this a wrap.
Okay.
See y'all later.
Oh, take it easy, folks.